tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for you.
Good.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's White. This pass out wide to Hall. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now White. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. McLeod to return it. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got us started in this one?
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, White. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. White looks to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Javon Kinlaw, his 2nd sack of the night. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Here's McLeod on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the king first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time.
Tonight, it's Madden.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
He's got it at the 2. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
There's no doubt that's how every team wants to start a game, return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. But I'm just wondering, did emotion get in the way of decision-making there by trying to go for 2?
Well, Thursday in the meeting, they told us we want to be aggressive, and I just kind of brushed that off because everybody says it. Apparently, they meant it. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the 2-point try.
No doubt that they meant it, but they were unsuccessful there. I think the best play would have been to kick the extra point and keep that momentum going.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Stafford going to throw from the outset. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1, didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Stafford throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
To throw again on second down. Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step it
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
14-3, that's our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going right back to Akers. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. 37 yards.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Purdy.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 17,
Purdy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
From 17 yards out.
And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st down at Stafford.
Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, it's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Looking deep for Jennings.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So it's halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the 2nd half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the 2nd half.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 50 yards. And the Niners are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Throwing here, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. Stafford looks to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Purdy from the gun.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Purdy off the play fake.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Purdy from the gun on third down.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Purdy to throw it on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Purdy now to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
from 21 yards away.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Stafford. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play action, now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
18 yards, 1st down Niners. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outclaimed tonight.
Eric Armstead in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that... nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down.
And this is caught, Jennings.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes...
Hey, DJ Marsky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pointers. Yeah, homie.